What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about being in the moment or living in the present. So recently, me and my friends go visit this amazing cafe place. And this is probably the best cafe place that I've ever visited in my entire life. So as soon as I open the door, the fragrance, the aroma of these hot coffee beans fill the air up like valiant wildfire. And I'm not an avid coffee drinker, but this experience alone convinced me to go grab a cup of coffee. So we're sitting down there, it's amazing music playing out from the speakers, and the ambience is so good. And we're having a really good time. I'm sipping on my cappuccino, and I'm talking about all my hobbies, my favorite things in life. They're talking about their experiences. And suddenly the conversation steers to things that are not so pleasant. My friends start talking about things that happened to them in the past, things that sound really hurtful, and it's words carried from resentment, anger, and guilt. And all these things brought down the vibe of the entire conversation. We were talking about things in the past. My friends were like, oh my God, that happened to me 2 years ago, 3 years ago. That happened to me here. My boss said this to me. My ex did this to me. And then they're talking about the future. Oh my God, what's going to happen to me 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now? Am I ever going to get married? And all these worries, stress, and anxiety was kind of bringing down the vibe of the conversation. And within 5 to 10 minutes, I had to snap out and I had to come out of this. And then I realized, and I told my friends, you're talking about all the things that are worrying you, and you're not living in this moment, in this present moment. And there was silence, and because they understood what I was trying to convey. So when I snapped out of this and I come back home, I realized people are driven by their past, and they're also thinking about the future. Due to this, they fail to live in the present moment. And this is why so many people are so unhappy. Even though they go experience their favorite things in life, they go to that vacation, they go see that favorite movie of theirs, and you don't really experience complete joy and complete bliss because you're run by your past and you're thinking about the future. You are not living in the moment. So how do you stop thinking about the past nor the future? So most of the advice that's in the internet from many coaches and gurus are to move on from the past. You just go start working out, work on yourself, work on your well-being, and you will automatically move on. Well, that may be the truth, but it is not a permanent solution, because many people, right, they go work on themselves, they go to the gym, and suddenly they come across that restaurant where they used to have dinner with their ex. And all the feelings come hit them like a tsunami, like a whole whirlwind of emotions that stir up in their mind, body, and soul. And they're unable to forget all the pain and trauma that they have endured in the past. So a solution to this is simply letting go. So when you let go of all these trauma and all these past emotions that you have locked up inside, you can be completely free from any past situations that have hurt you or harmed you in any psychological way. Now, this is easier said than done because there's a whole lot of deep inner work that you must do to let go of the past. And the main goal to this is to not just to move on from the past. The goal is to have zero emotional connection to all these trauma situations that have happened in your life. For example, if someone talks about the most traumatic event in your life, it should just be information. You should not feel any emotions related towards it. You should have completely moved on from the situation. And this can happen only by letting go. This is how you let go of the past. Now, many people also think about the future. And this is very concerning. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive because I know you got a plan for your future. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, your career, your relationships, and your spirituality. But the thing is, you should not be worried on that so much. You can put out a plan or you can plan out your future, but that doesn't mean that you should be constantly thinking about it. Now imagine you go out on your favorite vacation. Maybe it's Paris, maybe it's London, or maybe it's Bali. You're sitting on the beach and you're enjoying, and you're constantly thinking about the future. Oh my God, what is going to happen tomorrow? What is going to happen to my career? What is going to happen to my relationships? You are going to lose the present moment. So there's this quote, I don't know who said this, but it really resonates with the situation that we're all going through. Do not lose today by thinking about tomorrow or thinking about yesterday. Just do what you have to do today, and life just moves on. Now, even this, not thinking about the future, right? It is easier said than done. So here's a practice that you can follow to always be in the moment, and that is meditation. Now, I'm not telling you to shave your head, go sit in the Himalayas, dress up like a monk, and forget about everything in this world. Meditation is simply just closing your eyes for 5 minutes and taking control of your breath and being in the present moment. Now, meditation is a wonderful practice that helps you to sit down and align to the present moment. All they teach in meditation is you ought to be present in this moment, in this reality, instead of escapism. And this brings me back to all the alcohol addiction. If you're suffering from addiction, right? If you're smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol, or maybe even taking drugs, for example, you are essentially escaping reality. You don't want to be in the present moment. That is why you need these substances to escape from this reality. So when you practice mindfulness for at least 5 minutes every single day, you can train your mind to live on the present moment without thinking about the past nor the future. And when you are in the present moment, right, this is when all things happen like magic. You're focused, you have the mental clarity, and also have the confidence to go about any given activity or anything that life throws at you. Now, even when you look back to all the best moments in your life, all the best things that happened to you, you were in the moment. You were not thinking about the past, nor were you thinking about the future. You were simply in the moment and you experienced it, you enjoyed it. Imagine 10, 20, or 50 years from now when you're sitting down with your grandchildren and they ask you, like, how was your vacation in Bali? And would you tell them that you were sitting in front of the beach and you were thinking about what will happen to me 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or even 15 years from now? I was thinking about the future, grandson. What do you think they're going to think about you? So the key takeaway from this video is stop worrying so much about the past and also stop constantly stressing about the future. If you're run by some past trauma or some negative emotions, just let go of them. Breathe it in, experience them all over again, how many ever times that you can, and let go. Let go of all the negative aspects that keep holding you back from living your life to the fullest potential possible. And also stop constantly worrying about the future. The future is going to come anyway. It is inevitable. Just think about the things that you are going to do today in this very moment. And this will help you to not miss out on life because you were busy thinking about the future, not the past. And that's it from me, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.